Hi, I hope you are doing well. I hope you and your family are safe and are comfortable at home and are feeling well and staying calm during this very chaotic, traumatic, and definitely uncertain time. And the coronavirus has really just come full force and just impacted all our lives in such a huge and significant way around the world. And I'm still kind of processing everything and feeling some emotions that are actually quite surprising. I think it's really amplifying everyone's personality and really showing us maybe things that we didn't even realize about ourselves. I noticed that people's reactions are so different, and this really does just come down to personality. From the hyper vigilant and conscientious group of people who are wearing masks every day and hand sanitizing nonstop and being very diligent not to shake people's hands or cough near them, or maybe crossing the street when they're walking by someone else, and just really doing their best to be diligent and not contaminate anyone else. And this also includes the people who are really being diligent about staying home and self-isolation. And then you have the total other end of the spectrum, the people who are not very conscientious and are not worried at all about it, and maybe not even taking it seriously, and are going out and going to parties and social gatherings and not taking it seriously, or not worried because maybe they don't fall into the age category, like over 60s, who are more affected, or people who have weakened immune systems. And so it definitely does bring out the extremes, and it just does displays people's natural personalities, and you kind of just see it so blatantly. And also, I've really noticed this with the whole grocery store situation. Some people are out there trying to buy up 5 years worth of toilet paper and food essentials because they have that real primal instinct to just say, hey, I'm concerned about me and my family only, and this is like life or death, and I've got to protect myself and my family, and that's all that matters. And then you have other people who, like the nurses and doctors, who are putting themselves in essentially danger. They're risking their own contamination in order to go out and help other people. So I'm just really noticing that, and I find that kind of fascinating. I'm, really interested in observing people's behaviors and how people react to different situations. And this has just been very eye-opening, and also noticing things about myself. I don't know about you, but I've noticed certain reactions in myself because I've never had to go through something like this in my life. My entire life, I've never experienced this amount of uncertainty and this, potentially not having access to food and daily essentials. I'm very blessed to never have lived through something that would put me in that situation. And if I'm honest, I never thought that I ever would experience something like this. So it's, bringing out emotions in me that I didn't even realize that were there. And so one of the things that it's really made me think about is what's actually important and what really matters to me. For example, when I found out that flights were being canceled and borders were closing, I'm someone who I love travel, and I think the freedom to travel is the biggest luxury on earth. If someone were to tell me a couple of years ago that this would happen with the travel restrictions, I thought my response would be, I guess, oh no, I can't go here and I can't go there, and that means that we have to cancel this and that. And instead, I don't care, because I care more about people's safety and health. And I'm just happy to be at home, to have a home, to have food, and to just spend time with Alex and our dog Beckham. And I'm so happy in that world right now, and I'm not even concerned about all of the other stuff. It just really, I don't know about you, but it feels like it kind of strips back everything else in life, and you're just left with the bare essentials and the core of what really matters. And if you have that, then you're so blessed. And I am. Like, I have my own health, Alex is healthy, my family is healthy, and everyone's at home and safe and hunkering down. And I couldn't ask for anything more. So that's just, and also some other emotions. Just, I got teary-eyed when I saw some pictures of the grocery stores with zero food. Like, I've never had that kind of a feeling in my life of, oh no, like, what if not to be dramatic, but what if I starve, or what if we don't have essentials, and we should have, feeling guilty, like, should I have been stocking up on beans and rice and essentials in my pantry, and having those feelings was very shocking, something that I never thought I would have to face in my life. And it's been a very eye-opening and enlightening time, and I find for the past 5 days I've woken up with such different insights and thoughts and feelings, and just mindset shift after mindset shift. So I kind of wanted to film this and just have a chat with you, because I think you're probably going through the same thing. The people that I've spoken with recently, my mom, a few family members and friends, all of them have kind of been sharing with me different insights and worries and fears and reminders about what's important in life, based on their own specific personality and life experience. And it just really is a reminder that we do not have the certainty and the stability that maybe we think that we do have. I definitely feel that we've been spoiled with that sense of certainty. At least I have, feeling like I know what to expect in my life, and I know I can make plans for the next 5 and 10 years, assuming that things are going to be just as they are now, if not even better. And to kind of get that reality check that, hey, that's not necessarily the case, and things can happen like that in an instant to transform your reality and what your options essentially. That was a big shock for me. And again, it just made me realize what matters. Like, some of the things that I thought I wanted in life, I just instantly felt like, hey, if I don't get any of that, and if I don't get to experience any of that, but I have life and health and love, like, as cheesy as that kind of sounds as I'm saying it, that is really what matters. And like, this almost amplifies the preciousness of those things. And something else, for me, it kind of is giving me almost this experience of feeling like I'm back in time. I guess with the streets being so quiet and not having, all the options of, I can go to any movie I want, I can do this, I can go to concerts, I can go out, I can travel, and just having it be all about like home life in this kind of isolation atmosphere. It's almost been just making, like, I've kind of taken a step back of being on social media and my computer so much, and I'm just kind of enjoying the quiet and embracing it, and doing a lot of writing. Something about pen on paper has just felt very comfortable and comforting to me, and it's just felt like this real slowdown of everything. And I'm kind of letting myself enjoy it. I mean, I don't really have an option, so I may as well, enjoy this experience while it's here, and embrace it, and allow myself to learn all the lessons that I'm learning, and like the experience, the insights that are coming from this. And I hope that when all this is over, that I kind of take that reminder, and I don't forget about what really matters in life. When the borders open up and we can travel and we have all of our luxuries back, I want to remember this time and not let it have been for nothing. I want to really take the experiences and the lessons that I'm learning and remember them, and always have it in the back of my head that what really, really, really matters is those core essentials: health, happiness, our loved ones, our home, food. I found myself the other day opening my pantry and counting how many cans of beans and things that I had. Maybe you've done the same, and like, okay, I've got 2.5 containers of soy milk. This will last me for this, and I've got this much oatmeal, and I felt like happy about it. You know, I found some spices that I didn't remember, like I didn't know I had, and I was, oh great, I've got cayenne pepper. Well, I can make this kind of a recipe, and you know, I found some of this and I found some of that, and I just felt so appreciative. And like, I haven't felt that much love for the food in my pantry, I don't think, ever. And it really just, it made me realize how spoiled and blessed I am in life, and it also just made me feel very, very grateful for what I have. Another insight, I'm just referring to my notepad here. Another insight that I had is that I'm more of an introvert than I ever thought I was. I guess when I think about an introvert, I think of someone who is shy and quiet, and I'm definitely not either of those things. But I prefer to be alone or to be with one or two people that I really, really like and I'm really close with. And I like that environment. I am not at all affected by the fact that I can't be in group environments. I can't go out and be amongst, 100 people. I thought I was more extroverted than I am. And I've been seeing lots of funny memes out there when I was on Facebook when this whole thing started, about people saying this is an introvert's paradise, to have to be quarantined or have to be self-isolating. And I can see some truth, of that in myself, where I'm not, the thought of having another couple months of just being by myself at home or just with Alex and our dog, it actually doesn't bother me. It doesn't worry me. It doesn't stress me out. And I actually enjoy it. And that was something that was a little bit shocking to me. But again, this whole experience has kind of been like holding a mirror up to ourselves and showing us, our own reactions can tell us a lot about ourselves that maybe we wouldn't have really noticed if such an extreme crisis hadn't happened. Again, I guess I'm trying to find the silver lining in something that's actually quite devastating. Well, I'm gonna end this video here. If you have any insights that you want to share with me about your experience or about anyone else who is watching this, or to anyone else who's watching this video, maybe if you want to connect with other people in your country or share your experience based on where you are in the world, what are things like where you're living? Are you feeling safe? Are you feeling worried? If you want to share your feelings and your experience, or any tips or advice or anything that you'd want to share during this time, feel free to use the comment section of this video to do so. If you have any questions for me, or maybe you have a couple of videos that you'd love to see me film, or a recommendation of a type of video that you would like me to do, something that you would like me to chat about, you can leave that down there as well. My personal email is melissaalexandria01@gmail.com. So you can also email me there. And I will see you next time. Sending lots of love. Bye.